Welcome to another episode of the Make Mental Health Matter show. I am your host, Kelli Melissa Reinhardt, and I'm excited. So last week, if you tuned in, you heard me talking about one of the new programs. I'm just laughing at myself because the background.
Yes.
So I talked about one of our programs last week called the LoveLife Live program, and I am super excited. Alicia popped herself in here. I don't even know how that happened, but that was cool.
It wasn't on purpose. It just
Yeah,
meant
that's
to
cool.
be.
Right, exactly. It's like, why don't you have two people?
I don't know.
But I'm laughing too because of background. I don't know. It's my show. I can do what I want. And that's the best part of it. Those of you that are listening, you're like, what in the heck is she talking about? Make sure you go watch on YouTube or on E360 TV. But, anyways, I digress. Alicia is here, and I have one other guest too. I guess we can bring Alex in
Bring
also.
Alex in.
Hi,
There we
Alex.
are.
Hello.
So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the Love Life Live program, which again, if you tuned in last week, I went on this giant adventure with you talking about coaching, licensed coaches versus not licensed coaches, licensed professionals, etc., etc. It just became this mash words of things all about this program. But ultimately, it's a low cost coaching and holistic based program that we are launching like very, very, very soon. And the reason why I have Alicia here is she is our program director, and Alex, they are one of our coaches for the program. So I thought it would just be really fun to bring them in and have them share a little bit about themselves, why they're a part of the program, and then I don't know, wherever we end up going. So, Alicia, I'm going to start with you. Alicia has been on my show a couple times.
Twice. That's
Yeah.
right.
I
This is
know.
a
We had to do that
three-peat
like
for me.
update of the update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost like a 2-year anniversary too. Like, did it
Oh,
like
it
a couple
was.
years, and
That's
then it was
right.
like 2 years later, almost exactly on the date. But yes, thank you for having me back on the show for something special. We've been working on what we were gonna do collaboratively for quite some time now, and I couldn't be more excited about this particular project. So yeah, Love Life Live. That is two of our, I guess, logos mashed together. You know, um, which is super special. There it is, right there.
On my
T-shirt,
shirt, if you
T-shirt.
can. Yes.
Yeah, you can buy T-shirts, just so you know, at mmhm.org. Yes, that will go to help support Make Mental Health Matter and the programs. But so here I am. Kelli and I spoke. What was it, a few months ago? And you have this vision. You had this vision of this program, and you shared it with me, and it was just so inspiring because we need more of this, right? We need more of these innovative programs for people to have more resources for mental health, which is essentially what it is. Um, Personally, I'm just a huge mental health advocate. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, and in that, of course, I have my own business for suicide prevention awareness and mental health awareness. Choose to live. Live is obviously with the semicolon. So when we started chatting about this program, I was just super inspired by it. And Kelli gave me a couple of options. She was like, "Do you want to be program director or this other thing?" And I was like, "Kelli, I'm an NCO, or was an NCO in the army. Like I'm like boots on the ground. Like I will get things running. I am a problem solver. I will make it happen. It's just who I am." And I was like, I want to take this program director position because I want to see it just absolutely just sparkle and shine and help people. And I think it's just such a great way to do it, not just under Make Mental Health Matter, but through my own personal mission and my own healing journey. This is the type of stuff that I should be doing. So I could keep going.
No, that's cool. I mean, we do you know it actually was last summer when we started talking how crazy
Okay.
it's been that long.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Um doing the backside of all of this since October, November, which is even more fascinating.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I mean, mainly Alicia has. I trained on the system and then she.
I just kind of took it over a little bit.
Yes. No, that's great. Yeah. And then Alex, we brought you in as one of the first coaches, which is so exciting. But do you want to share a little bit about yourself? Because this is the first time the audience is meeting you.
Yeah, hi. I am Alex Vaughan, they, them pronouns. I'm the founder and the CEO of Alex Vaughan LLC, providing coaching services, advocacy around mainly the trans and non-cisgender, gender diverse population as a trans parent to a trans kid. So I do class facilitations. I teach a class called Dance Magic, which was one pathway through my own recovery. I've been teaching that for like 15 years now, but I've done like Alicia, like a lot of different things, like podcast host, speaker, coach, but a bulk of my background, I've always been in health and wellness since college. My background being in exercise science, and I was a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor for a long time. And then just knowing there was always more under the surface, and coming out trans and non-binary at age 40 was really kind of my midlife unravel where the universe was like, you are you gonna am I allowed to cuss on this show?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Where the universe was like, are you gonna fucking do this or not? And of course there was no doubt. But when I look back, like, I'm 47, almost 48 now, that my entire life has been being deliberately disobedient to dominant culture of like, can you just turn yourself down a little bit? And I'm like, no, have you met me? Um, but really a lot of my own inner work of honing the craft of opening myself up, because I called myself an open book, and I wasn't being honest with myself. And so over the past couple years, I've gotten the privilege to train with Sparkle Lindsay LLC as a peer support specialist. Now I'm a Colorado certified peer and family support specialist, and a nationally certified recovery coach.
Amazing. Well, I mean, I'm just so excited that you wanted to be a part of this because I also know that you infuse a lot of different modalities into the coaching that you do specifically. And that's really, I mean, the Love Life Live program is just all about that, bringing people access to other types of modalities that instead of just like therapy or counseling or just going to the licensed professionals, we're really trying to tap into the other modalities as coaching, life coaching, NLP coaching, Reiki coaching, tapping, like
Mhm.
all the things, right? The somatic, which I know you do some somatic work also, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm a Usui Reiki, Holy Fire Reiki practitioner as well. Um, you know, yeah, I think this, I don't obviously can only speak for myself of this collective awakening, this like our the world's heart is kind of like breaking open even more. Um, and that we're looking at, we're, we're needing to look at how systems are affecting our well-being. So people, I don't believe, as a recovery coach, I don't believe people are broken, but are are where we've been conditioned to believe that it's almost like the systems want to keep us sick, and it's like, no, we're here to live in joy all the time.
Yep.
um so yeah, I pull in some astrology. I can read tarot cards. I'm a Gemini, Taurus rising, Scorpio moon. I'm a weird motherfucker. Like, I swim at the
Yeah.
bottom of the ocean like all the time. Like, the shadows and the darkness don't scare me at all.
Yeah. So now you see why Alex was the first person I thought of for this. Like, that's exactly why. They're just so well rounded in all of this and just an awesome human being. So, yeah, I'm so glad that Alex decided to join us.
I'm so
Yeah,
honored. Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so excited. One, because, well, okay, so I'm total nerd, I guess, with the number thing. So ever since my sister passed, like numbers have been this huge thing for me. So then I got into astrology and astrology? Yep, numerology. Well,
Hmm.
numbers and
Yes.
astrology. Um, but I
Angel
also
numbers.
yeah, with the Lunar New Year that just passed, we
Yes.
are jumping into the fiery horse, which is so much powerful healing, and the fire element adds so much more to it that so this really was a brainchild that I've had for years and years and years. I didn't want to fit in the counseling and therapy. Like I wanted to do something different. And when I got certified as a NLP coach, I was like, oh, this is like opening for me. It's helped other people. And now, especially with the change to the healthcare structure of people, whether they're losing their insurance or now the deductibles are crazy bonkers. We wanted to give a space for people to actually have access to modalities, coaching, holistic services that could actually help them.
Mhm.
So we're choosing coaches that really fully align with that, also aligning with the mental health, excuse me, the mental health and nonprofit space, because it is in a way a give back to the community, not anything that will take over anybody's business, but it gives them a little extra bonus in helping community members and people that maybe wouldn't have the access, like the financial means to be able to
Mhm.
access this type of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
100%. I don't know how many people, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how many people I know that don't have insurance because it's just too expensive. And just living is expensive. Um, so not, and we're not saying people shouldn't go to therapy or go to counseling by any means. I will always be an advocate for those things. But I am one of those people that did therapy for 8 or 9 years before I started dabbling in other modalities. And those have been
Same.
so incredibly healing in just a few short months of doing breath work and even like joining community events and sharing with each other. Doing like it's women's integration groups, not just women, but there's other integration groups for people who are doing psychedelics for therapy and whatnot, because I've started to dabble in that, so there are so many other things out there that can help you out. And this, again, is going to be more of a low cost initiative for people because we already know how much healthcare and mental health care costs everybody.
Yeah.
And it's why people don't do it, right? It's why people don't do it. So that's why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really important. Like you're really um, putting up strong, healthy boundaries around the peer experience. Like,
Mhm.
I think there's a power dynamic. I've been in therapy too. Like it's really helpful, but also there's a power dynamic of like you're treating someone as a resource. Like they know themselves better than anything.
Mhm.
And I love that about the peer coaching. It's like this is your life, not mine. I'm just here to like sit in the passenger seat, and while you drive the car, where are we going to
Mhm.
go? And I'm going to do my best to keep you on the road. And
Yeah.
if you do run off the road, well then let's deal with that too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like that lived experience. Because I know as a queer and trans person, if I didn't, there's nothing modeling back to me. You're real and you're valid and you can actually receive love and live a really awesome life.
Yeah.
Um, so,
Yep.
and then all of the complexities. and not obviously just for the LGBTQ population, but the complexities of just how our systems gatekeep wellness from all humans.
Yep.
Yeah. And I love that you also brought up, right? Like, this is not, we have people, therapists, counselors, the professionals that we can tap into
Yep.
at any point
Totally.
in time. Make Mental Health Matter has a lot of network at this point, which is amazing. The cool part I think about this is it's not all of us are in Colorado, but it's not gonna just be Colorado based, right? Like, we do have coaches that will be joining that are outside of Colorado. It will be telehealth based. There are several packages which I'll let Alicia talk to you here in a minute, but there's a way to tap in for anybody anywhere, probably within the United States for now until we can figure out logistics when we want to expand. But I think it's just going to be a really, really cool way to actually help those that maybe didn't have the means or didn't know how to like the accessibility piece or who they talk to, but also understanding that a lot of these modalities move you through whatever experience it is quicker. But Alex, you also pointed out the peer portion. So I just took a training a couple weeks ago I did the peer and family support training, and it was it brought me back to being a human, like having
Mm,
open conversations, which I do all the time. But I'm also kind of, since I went through the training for the NLP coaching, I kind of went into more of that, not clinical model, but coaching model. Whereas this training really brought me back to just being a human again and having human conversations with human experiences. And I love how you talked about helping them down that road. And if they happen to get off, right? Like, we can talk about that. It's not a big
yeah.
deal. It's just us being human.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're coming up to our first quick sponsor break. So we're going to go to
Okay.
that first. And then once we get back, we'll talk a little bit more about what it looks like specifically to work with you, Alex. And then Alicia, I'll let you take a little like behind the scenes for everybody. So
Sweet.
we'll be right back after this quick sponsor break.
Have you ever felt completely alone?
Like your life doesn't matter.
One person dies due to suicide every 40 seconds.
You are not alone. Call the National Suicide Lifeline at 988.
Hope and recovery is possible.
1 in 8 people globally live with a mental disorder.
That's why empowering minds saves lives.
We need your help.
With only $19 a month, you help us save lives through mental health and suicide prevention education.
Scan the QR code or go to makementalhealthmatter.org to sign up as a warrior for mental health today.
Hi everyone, I am Sinead from Brador. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. Please join me in my Power Hour every Sunday, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on E360 TV. Mwah!
And like that, we're back. If you happen to be just tuning into the Make Mental Health Matter show, thank you so much for watching or listening. And we are talking about the LoveLife Live program that I talked about on the last episode, but now I have cooler people here with me chatting about it too. So Alicia, who is a business partner and our program director for this program specifically, and Alex, who is one of our first coaches that has jumped in with us on the program. So before we talk about or like give the behind the scenes of the program and what people can be able to sign up for, I want to share something really quickly that was just launched. Thank you to Alicia because she gets shit done. We are launching because this program is phenomenal, and we're wanting to make even more impact quicker. So we just launched a 30,000 in 30-day fundraiser. Currently, it is on the website and it is on Facebook. So if you're like, oh my God, this program sounds amazing, I want to help support it and I want to get it launched, because our ultimate goal is to be able to give people free coaching, or for free services every time they come in. Unfortunately, we don't have the funding yet to do that, but that's why we're coming and opening this fundraiser for anybody to support. Maybe you have a company or a business that wants to get some recognition. This show, we have over 138,000 people that watch or listen. So there could be a lot of exposure that we could give to you, your company, or your business, if that's something that you want to help and jump in with us to fund this program right out of the gate. So I don't know, Alicia, if you want to share anything else about that.
We also have t-shirts. You can also buy some swag. So you can find everything at the website, between the fundraiser and the swag, which all goes to help fund it. Yeah, so there you go.
This one that I'm wearing is the I think it's the Love Life.
Yes.
Live Life.
Live Life. Yes. It's a little cute acronym on the back that's obviously mental health related and stuff. So we have all kinds of swag that you can buy, but we are pushing some fundraising right now. We could talk about the Colfax Marathon later if you like, but you want some behind the scenes stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So it's taken a couple of months, I will say, to fully develop these packages and get everything up and running. But we have some month-to-month options for people to pay, where they get a certain amount of sessions in each month, coaching sessions, right? And then there's also paid in full options also. If you're not sure how many you want to use a month, you can pay for a certain amount of sessions and then you can just use them whenever you want to. So we have different options like that. And then another option is also if you just want to meet with a couple of coaches to see if this is what is in line with you and to make sure you connect with your coach. We have a membership where you can get like 2 free 15-minute consultations with a couple of our coaches. So just to make sure it's a good fit, right? That's included for everybody. We also have a video vault. We are calling it the Wellness Library that we are building out as well. So all kinds of cool stuff on there. And if you sign up for any of our 1-year memberships, you get CopeNotes for that entire year. You get a CopeNotes subscription, and it's a lot of affirmations. And do you want to talk a little bit about CopeNotes, what people get with that?
Yeah. So CopeNotes is, as humans, we have negative thoughts that go through our brain every single day. And it really helps to retrain the brain to focus on positive. It also is a pattern interrupt. So they send random text messages out every single day, and you get that for a full year, which some of them are facts, some of them are funny, some of them are heartwarming, some of them are inspirational, but it was designed, the founder also struggled with their own mental health, and it was really those pattern interrupts that helped them. So that's what they do. Like, we're not looking to reinvent the wheel everything that we do. So we're really finding these collaborations that are going to be beneficial for everybody that we serve. So not only do you get the wellness library and you have access to videos, recordings, things that you can tap into. There will probably be classes that go up on their short classes. And then also CopeNotes with those annual subscriptions.
Yep. And we are going to have monthly classes for people to get together, and we'll have I do want to say the one thing that I do love about CopeNotes is if you think that you don't need something like that, I want to argue with you just a little bit. Only from my personal experience. There is an app called Everywhere is Queer, which is where queer and ally businesses go and put their their businesses on the map, if you will. You can see which ones are either queer owned or ally owned. And they just started recently doing like affirmation, like a message, like one each morning. And I didn't realize how impactful it would be. Like, so it's so incredibly helpful, just to kind of take your mind off of stuff and just whether it's funny or serious or positive or helps with your confidence or self-worth or anything like that. It's just nice in that moment to like get that message across your screen and go, okay, you know yeah, it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to setting up the schedule for the community events as well. By the way, this program does officially launch on March 1st, and right now we are offering legacy founding member discounts. So we're only going to start with 10. Only the first 10 get the legacy founding member discounts for the length of the time that you are with the Love Life Live program. So I just want to throw that out there as well.
Dang. So if I want to be a founding member like tomorrow, what does that mean?
Go to the website, sign up, boom, 10% off for as long as you're a member with us.
Cool. That's pretty sweet. I know.
Yeah.
And if I were, I was like, wait, what is happening? I was like, free reign, do whatever you want. If I was somebody that went and signed up tomorrow, and Alex, I was your client, what could I expect from coaching with you?
Oh, that's a good question.
If you decided that you definitely wanted to work with me.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is because coaching is I think healing is it's relational. So it might initially feel like a shoot the shit kind of thing, but really it's like really intentional conversation, and I'm looking at it from the lens of the 9 spheres of wellness, and then seeing the person in the center. And so I'm just asking good questions and getting to know them of what they're going through, and what their needs are. We might go through what I call like a W wellness recovery action plan that gets, if you like, goals and that kind of stuff. It's really, it's organized chaos, I guess, is one way to put it, because it's really meeting the person where they're at and giving some guardrails to what does this look like for you, and what do you see for yourself presently and then future. And then I offer, of course, everything that I share what I offer, coaching, that the energy work, and just kind of let it go from there, like we did here today. Just let it unravel organically. Yeah.
I love that. And I mean, so I'm going to bring this in a little bit too, because I think the important part of what you just said is meeting somebody where they're at. And if you, like, you're the coach, right? And it's organized chaos because there's a direction that you're going. But it's also about, and I hate to use the word client, but I got to figure out a different word. But it's the person that you're helping and what their direction is, right? Like, as coaches, which I think is the really cool part about coaching in general, is that we don't always, there are some coaches that do, so I'm not going to lump them in, but at least for myself, and what it sounds like with you, Alex, is that we are going to figure out how we can help. It's not well, this is a standard, let's talk about it. This is, let me write on my clipboard, right? It's where are you? What's happening? What's going on? Let's have a conversation. Like, let me figure out. I'm going to probably ask a bunch of questions just so that I can help understand how I can best serve you and guide you, not follow a checklist.
Yeah. Because I'm bringing, like, there's the somatic stuff, the energy work, stuff. And also I'm filtering or talking and opening up space for them through like social justice framework, like, you know, allyship, advocacy, like anything that I have to give to them to be like, how can we help you see more of you?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need more of us.
We need more of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I know. I'm like, ooh, okay, that's going to take us. We have to go to our last quick sponsored break. But once we get back, we'll chat a little bit more. So we'll be right back after this quick sponsor break.
Sounds good.
1,917 people die daily from suicide globally.
I lost my middle sister, Carrie, to a completed suicide on February 20th, 2017.
How does Kelli, host of the Make Mental Health Matter show, impact lives?
Number 1. Awareness.
My story, however, it isn't unique. I am a domestic violence survivor and a recovering addict. For 14 years, I was in active addiction. And because of Kelli and the work that she does and the opportunity to have my voice heard, I was able to stay clean and sober and have hit a year. I'm still here. And if it wasn't for Kelli answering my call the day that I thought I was going to take my life.
2. Conversation.
I'm curious, and I know that I've heard a lot in the BIPOC community. It is very hush-hush. It's like one of those things that you don't talk about. Like, you literally feel like it's not a conversation you can have. So can you talk a little bit more about that?
First, shout out to Kelli, because I'm glad that she asked the question. I researched you before I went on your show, and I saw how real and authentic you were. And I just appreciate the question, because it is different and we have to have tough, courageous conversations. So yes, I always say I'm a triple diversity threat. I'm a Black woman with multiple disabilities. Now, I'm not really a threat, but to other people, I may be, because people fear the unknown and what they're uncomfortable with.
Number 3. Education.
Kelli's passionate commitment to mental health awareness is a beautiful thing. It's clear in her social media posts, it's clear in the resources that she puts together, in the activities that she provides, her collaboration with organizations, and the consistent way that she continues to deliver a message, encouraging people to understand that they can share openly and to break the stigma around mental health. Kelli's topics cover children and adults, talk about things that we can do as a community, things that we can do individually, and her website is packed with information and resources and all kinds of contacts that you can use to reach out, whether you're dealing with something yourself or you're looking to help somebody else who is struggling. I encourage you to check it out.
And like that, we're back again. If you just tuned in to the Make Mental Health Matter show, go watch the whole beginning, because you missed the whole beginning of this. Alicia, Alex, and I are chatting about the new program that is launching. It is called the LoveLife Live program, and it is really for low cost coaching and holistic based services. And we just everything about it. So, if you didn't hear before, we launched a fundraiser. So we are raising $30,000 in 30 days. I know it's possible. We can do it, but really all that funding goes into the LoveLife Live program, because we want to be able to launch this and we don't want to go on a wait list. We don't want to have to deny people services. Like, that's the biggest part, is we don't want to do that. We want to actually help people. So, but we need your support. It all is a donation. All the funding goes back to Make Mental Health Matter, which is a 501c3 nonprofit. So it is tax deductible. Your donation is tax deductible. So go to mmhm.org, and it is on the LoveLife Live page. I will get that exact page and scroll it along the bottom. Actually, I had it up from last week. So I'll scroll it along the bottom. Yeah. So it's mmhm.org/LoveLifeLive. And you can donate today to be able to help us launch this incredible program that is fully needed. So I'm going to open it up from here because I think we've gotten a little bit of the backside of what the program looks like. Alex, you have talked about what it looks like to work with you as a coach. I also am available as one of the coaches. So I mainly work, well, most of my people that I have helped have been women middle age that have really been struggling with mental health, depression, anxiety, or suicidal ideation. And those are the people that I work with the most to help them move through whatever it is so that they can actually live life instead of just surviving. So that's a lot of what my coaching looks like. My technique, again, is neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. So we do processes. There's some hypnotic language and all kinds. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So you can check out the profile if you want to work with me. But all right, now I'm going to open it up. What would you all, what's coming to your mind about what else we should share?
Fundraising obviously is huge, but also just sharing, just go and share about the program. That getting more eyes and exposure is kind of a lot of what we're doing right now too. So letting people know that this is coming, it's on its way, it's basically here. But anything like that, just and yeah, we're just going to keep the conversation going about it. Follow Make Mental Health Matters Facebook page, follow our pages. More information will be coming out about it. Yeah, I just wanted to add that. And there's, if you're in the Denver area or somewhere in Colorado, we have the Colfax Marathon that's going to be coming up, which is so fantastic. They have community partners with a bunch of nonprofits that they help either give exposure to and raise money for. So if you go and you're a runner or you're a jogger or a walker, it doesn't really matter. They have 5Ks, they have half marathons. It's a full weekend in May. I think it's the second weekend in May. But if you go and you register for the Colfax Marathon, you can select Make Mental Health Matter, and that will also help us with the fundraising activities and stuff.
Yeah. And I was also thinking, so it is May 16th and 17th. They have the 5K on Saturday, and then the half marathon, the marathon, a relay, which Alicia and I are going to do. I'm like, I should probably get in shape for that. And then a 10 miler. They have like another one. So it goes around Denver. And make sure you select us as your nonprofit charity. We're trying to get up to at least 25 runners underneath or a part of the organization so that we can get a booth for the 3 days, which I think will be amazing. I'm curious too. So coaches, we're looking for coaches. What it specifically look like, or who, Alex, who do you want to work with?
Oh my gosh. I was going to answer something else. We can
go ahead, answer that first. Yep, you're good.
I think it just resonating really deeply with keeping the conversation going, that phrase.
Yep.
I know I've a lot of times, especially in the beginning when you first meet someone, it's like, where do I start? And one of the things I definitely reassure and encourage people, and I think what this entire organization is also about, it's like there's no wrong place to start. It just start with whatever you have in the moment. And I'm gonna kind of quote Brene Brown, like, shame can't survive being exposed. Like, it can't. At least there's a greater chance of when we can talk and share and not be made fun of for how we feel and what we're going through. There's always that extra crack in the door.
Yep.
Love that.
Not knowing where to start sometimes is that getting outside of your comfort zone too. It's so good to get outside of your comfort zone and try something that you're very unsure of. Taking that fear and channeling it into whatever it may be, right? A lot of times fear keeps us from taking a step in a positive direction. So stepping outside of your comfort zone, you're not sure about that. Just check out the programs and check out the different modalities that we're talking about here. Look into it, do research. There's so much out there about it. So get outside your comfort zone, especially if you feel like you're stuck. That was exactly has been a huge part of my healing journey. You know, after my wife died by suicide, I did 3 years of therapy. I tried EMDR. It didn't work for it. Not that it didn't work for me. It was too terrifying for somebody who's on the dissociative spectrum. It was just too much and so overwhelming. And then I started looking into psychedelic therapy, which I've never done anything like that in my entire life. And I was so nervous going into it. Like, oh my gosh, this is not something I ever thought I would be doing. And it was the most enlightening experience I've ever had. You know, so step outside of your comfort zone, check out these different things that we're talking about.
Yeah, and that's so as we launch it, we're really launching with the coaches, we're launching with the wellness library, we're launching with the partnership with CopeNotes, and then eventually we're going to expand into the holistic space, which is, if you think about the modalities like massage, acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, foot zoning, I think Reiki fits more in coaching personally, I feel like a little bit. But all these different psychedelics and there's ketamine therapy, there is MDMA therapy. I was
MDMA.
like, MDMA,
There's
thank you.
DT, those are the only ones. Psilocybin. Psilocybin's the other one. Yep.
Oh yes. Yeah, how could I forget that? And in Colorado, it is legal to be able, and I know that some of the other states are catching on to this. It sounds scary, right? Like you just talked about that fear thing of like, I don't want to try anything, but the healing that it has shown scientifically proven, right? We talk about evidence-based all the time. There are things outside of evidence-based that work very, very well. And even talking about culture, like culturally sensitive practices, right? There's a lot of different things that work in this world that we maybe don't think about all the time. So ultimately, the goal of this is to provide access to these things that maybe you didn't think about before. Nutritionists, I think those are going to be a really great space also to have on the coaching side. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Multiple pathways.
There you
Because
go.
we are complex. Humans we're complex. Lots of different layers.
Oh my gosh. Don't get me started. That's a whole other podcast, I think.
I know, right?
Like just peel back the onions,
Yes.
all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Can we stop with the layers? No.
No.
There's more.
Oh my
Once you
gosh.
pull one away, here's another one.
Yep. We're all
It's like
just so different.
Yeah. But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's ever like that one size fits, right? And that's the cool part is that, and I called it speed dating your coach, and Alicia says free 15-minute, it's cool, whatever you want to call it. I think that that's who we're really like bringing into the space is we are not aligning ourselves with coaches that are like my way or the highway, right? We're really looking for those flexible coaches that are like, hey, if you work with me, great. If you don't, here's a whole network of people that are amazing and that I know could potentially help you, right? We definitely want to have coaches in that space that are open to being able to pass referrals over to others that you know that maybe they would work with. Maybe they want a different gender or somebody who knows like the cultural based practices, right? Like we have to be flexible in these spaces because me as a coach, I don't know everything and I may not be everybody's cup of tea, and that is absolutely okay. But the cool part is that I do have a whole network that I can tap into.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Advocacy is power. That's good. It's power sharing.
There you go.
I love it. What else? What else should we talk about? Because we have like 10 minutes.
10 whole minutes. What to do?
We should definitely not talk about layers. That's for sure.
Like all the layers, all the layers.
All
Yes.
the layers.
All of that.
Who do you think? So for this program, who would not be a good fit?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like the people that need and want, will pull in.
Yeah.
Well, it'll,
work itself out.
Work itself out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough, right?
I mean, like you said, it's like there's going to be components to this, or maybe coaches that it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. We're not asking to be everybody's cup of tea. We're doing our best to really advocate for people wherever they are in their journey, right? We're trying to bring in so many different elements into this program that hopefully somebody will find something that they can benefit from it, but yeah, it's going to be great. I'm so excited. Yeah, if you're a coach and you're listening, please reach out. If you want to be a part of this incredible team of human beings, let's do it. Let's chat, see where you're at, what you can bring to this amazing program.
Yeah. I guess I wanted to share too, this is layers, but I'm just gonna I know. So
No, you're
boring.
good. You're good.
You're good.
That it's all connected, but like I am I've been struggling with language, because the language does matter. Saying for myself, a survivor of domestic abuse or a thriver through it or after it. So that being a layer for me, in my lived experience, and understanding like the enmeshed family narcissistic abuse system, extracting myself from that has been a part of my long-term recovery. And then, as a queer person, as a trans person specifically, like my long-term recovery started with the day I was born. I kind of like, with dominant culture being like, here's your gender. And I'm like, I don't think that's right. And then just all of the years and all of the things that finally brought me back home, when everything and everybody was trying to say, you don't want to be that. And I was like, but I am that. And dismantling my own internalized fear of myself too. So I know it's kind of like convoluted and complex, but again, people, but just wanted to share that so people can feel more free in that there are so many things to someone's wellness and what they've been through, and that there isn't anything that we can't help you with. And if we don't have those resources, we'll help you find what does.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that too. And I've so one of my favorite humans, other than the two of you, I had Vanessa, also transgender, and we had the most wonderful conversation, but really understanding all the layers, right? But knowing as humans, like, how do we peel those back? How do we feel safe in expressing whatever it is that we need to, and not going into these sessions feeling like you're going to be judged, or that somebody's going to try to. I loved what you said earlier, is that people are not broken, right? Like, we don't need to fix them. There may be some things that we need to repair, or work through that ultimately will help us give better understanding, more choice, more wholeness of who we are and who we identify with. And I think that I also kind of reflect on the training that I just did with a peer and family recovery, is that we talked a lot about suicidal ideation and how we have whole conversations with people as they're having these thoughts, right? And how we can normalize that conversation and not have them not say it because they think that they're gonna be thrown into an insane asylum, right? And locked up. I mean, if we reflect on society in the past, it was so scary, the things that people went through when they even expressed whatever it was that was going on in their brain. And so we're trying to break this mold of don't feel like you can't come to us with whatever it is, because I promise you, like, the coaches that we are drawing in to this program are really going to create this safe space for you to express whatever it is that you're experiencing, and will help you to navigate or guide or whatever you want to call the words, right? Like, words are very important. But we want people to get back to happiness and joy, or whatever that experience is for you. Maybe that's not the experience you want, and that's okay too. So whatever that is for you. So I love that you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's like reclaiming language and not stigmatizing and using language to harm other people or to even harm ourselves. I know I thought for a long time that the word relapse was okay, and then I learned no, it's return to use or recurrence, because it helps reduce some of the blame from the person that's going through what they're going through. So like destigmatizing all this language around, you're a person going through a shit ton of shit. And you can say whatever it is you want to say when you need to say it. And if anyone says, "Oh, can you not talk about that right now?" Like, that is in sessions for sure. Like, we're going to give space for people to be like, "Oh, here I am."
Yeah, I love that. Do you want to add?
And then they get to practice it in their life all the time.
Yes.
Right? I know. I wanted to make like shirts.
Yes.
I wanted to make shirts that said, "I'm not okay and I don't need you to fix me."
Right. Yep. That's a big one, is fixing. Like, and we can't say it enough in the mental health advocacy world of like, we're not looking to fix. Nobody should be looking to fix you. You know, a lot of times what we need is somebody to listen and navigate. I love the word navigation, because that's how visually for me, I'm navigating my grief journey, my healing journey. You know, I'm always going to be grieving, and I accepted that. Like, there's no getting past that. There's no, I've avoided the stigmatizing words so much that I don't even remember them. But like getting over, like there's no getting over it. Like, this is just part of my journey, and figuring out how to navigate my grief that's my journey. That's my personal journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Right.
That whole get over it's like, okay, we're not friends anymore. Bye.
Yeah. Like, you are not my people. If you say get over it, you're not my people.
No.
Go rub some dirt on it. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's like, we should have started this with all of that stuff.
I know. We should have started with all the stigmatizing language and then going, okay, here we go.
Next episode, we're just going to do stigmatized language. That's all.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I am so excited, and we are launching, right? Like, it's ready. We do need more coaches. So again, if you're watching or listening to this and you know somebody or you're a coach, we are looking for certified coaches or coaches that are willing to get certified within the next year of joining the program. Or maybe you're in your coaching certification, you've been doing coaching for a really, really long time. Reach out to us. It is just important that you have the ethics and the background to go with the program, right? And not just saying lived experience. So we are looking for coaches that are certified or on the way to be certified. And then check it out. Like if you want to, there's some free videos up that you can go watch that you can see if the wellness library is the way you want to go. If you buy a year of the wellness library, you get that CopeNotes. And there's a bunch of packages on there. So check it out. The official launch is for March 1st, but everything is up currently. Again, you can go to mmhm.org/LoveLife Live. And any final words that either of you want to share?
I'm excited to meet people I haven't met yet.
Yay.
It's good. I just want to say that you are all loved.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
And you're not alone.
You're not alone.
Because you got us.
There you go. There it is. I love that.
Well, thank you both for being a part of this show. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. Well, mainly reach out to Alicia. Don't reach out to me. Just kidding. I'm just joking. But thank you, Alex, for joining and introducing yourself to the audience. And no matter what you do, make sure you come back next Monday. I go live every single Monday at 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. on Dream Vision 7 Radio. Or you can watch on E360 TV at 5 p.m. Mountain Denver time. We'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.